5 life lessons from Bhagavad Gita to apply in daily life. The human race is regarded as the most advanced life forms on earth, particularly in terms of intellect. A person is superior to other life forms which can merely eat, defend, mate, and sleep due to his capacity for thought, analysis, and comprehension. This is where the Bhagavad Gita plays a significant role in shaping a person's character and guiding him in understanding the meaning of life. Friends, it's hard to think that a book that Lord Sri Krishna spoke on the battlefield of Kurukshetra 5000 years ago still has relevance in the 21st century. This magnificent book holds ageless information. Because of this book cannot just be categorized as religious. This is a life guide. In today's video, we will go through 5 life lessons to be applied in daily life from Bhagavad Gita. Number 1. For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his very mind will be the greatest enemy. Let's say you're currently dealing with a serious crisis in your life. What if I told you that this is the result of your existence in your thoughts and mind? Even just thinking about a problem causes you to fear, worry, and lament over the issue. What if you replace those negative, discouraging thoughts with positive ones? In the first case, your mind becomes your enemy. Whereas in the second case, the same mind becomes your best friend. Try to consciously move your awareness repeatedly to the positive thoughts and see your mind becoming your best friend. This is what Krishna means by saying, for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his very mind will be the greatest enemy. In verse 48 of chapter 18, Lord Krishna says, it is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Do you compare your life or lifestyle with that of your friends or relatives because you think that is the right way to live life? Do you envy their success? Fact is, most of us do. In some point in life, we consider ourselves unlucky for having gone through what we have gone through. Okay, let us suppose the person you admire or consider lucky was put in your exact circumstances. Would it be easy for them to live your place with the same vigor, enthusiasm, and willpower as yours? Or do you think your life would be better if you could switch roles with that of the person's? The answer to both these questions is a big no. Just know one thing. You are put in a particular situation or lifestyle because God or universe knows that you are the only one who could live your life with that much courage, with that vigor and enthusiasm. It is a set of laws of nature that has put you in a particular lifestyle, in this particular profession, with that kind of family. Because you are the only one who can go through and come out of it perfectly well. Number 3. As you believe, so you become. The faith of all humans conforms to the nature of their mind. All people possess faith, and whatever the nature of their faith, that is verily what they are. People who come to believe that money is the most important thing in the world spend their entire lives trying to accumulate it. Those who feel they were meant to succeed in life will undoubtedly accomplish so. Those who defend noble values make great sacrifices in order to do so. If faith alone can make and break us, why lose the chance by mere ignorance, isn't it, friends? In chapter 2, verse 14, Lord Krishna says, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course, are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. The 5 senses that make up the human body, namely sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing, in contact with their objects of experience, result in both happy and unhappy feelings. These feelings are all temporary. Like the seasons, they come and go. Although chill water is enjoyable in the summer, it is uncomfortable in the winter. Because of this, happiness and pain that we perceive through our senses are both fleeting. We will be subjected to distress if we let them influence us. A discriminating individual should develop the ability to accept both happy and unhappy emotions without becoming upset by them. One must learn to bear the temporary appearances and disappearances of happiness and misery in order to carry out one's duties properly. Number 5. In verse 28 of chapter 1, Arjuna says, O Krishna, seeing my own kinsmen arrayed for battle here and intent on killing each other, my limbs are giving way and my mouth is drying up. According to the materialistic theory, we can only see ourselves as our physical bodies, which are all emotionally connected to one another. This connection bears with it the physical burdens of life, such as pain, sorrow, grief, and death, because it is based on ignorance. These materialistic ties can only be broken by the bodily death. Our everlasting souls transcend life and death, making us more than just the sum of our physical parts. We frequently lose sight of the fact that the God or the universe is our only endearing relative when we become entangled in the many attachments of the materialistic world. He is our soul's mother, father, friend, teacher, and beloved. So friends, to summarize the whole video, the mind is a friend to those who have conquered it, and the mind is a foe to those who have not. It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even if it is imperfect, than to accept another's and perform it well. As you believe, so you become. When senses come in contact with the sense objects, that is when a person experiences happiness and distress, which only have temporary existence. The conclusion of Bhagavad Gita is that we should always do our duties without attachment, because attachment is the root cause of suffering. Thank you for watching. Namaste.